Yo, what's good, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another tier making video. Today I'm going to be ranking all the AFC teams, you know what I'm saying, whether they're Super Bowl contenders or the worst team in the league. So let's go ahead and get straight into this, bro. First up, we got the Tennessee Titans. They've done a great job, you know what I'm saying, with getting some key cornerstone pieces. I'm saying on their team, they traded for L'Jarius Sneed and then paid him a huge contract. They drafted J.C. Latham. They put some pretty good talent around Will Levis with signing Tony Pollard. You know what I'm saying? Even though I don't really think he's your true number one running back. He's not an every down back, you know what I'm saying? He's mostly good in like third down situations where he can, you know what I'm saying, give you that burst, that spark in a game. You know what I'm saying? They already got DeAndre Hopkins. They brought in Calvin Ridley and Tyler Boyd. So they've got some very good veterans, you know what I'm saying, to help Will Levis out. And I feel like I don't think that they're a playoff team just yet, especially because of the division that they're in. They're in the AFC South with the Jags, the Colts, and the Texans, you know what I'm saying? But I think that they're almost a playoff team. So we're gonna rank them right there. Next up we got the Pittsburgh Steelers. You know what I'm saying? I'm a Baltimore Ravens fan. You know how I feel about the Steelers. But I'm saying every single season they find a way to get over 500. I just somehow miraculously, even though they had Kenny Pickett at quarterback last year, they had Mitch Trubisky, they had Mason Rudolph, and still managed to get in the playoffs. I'm just gonna put them at playoff contender, bro, because it's just every year, bro. It's every year they find a way to get over 500. Next up, we got the Jets. Aaron Rodgers coming back from injury. They're still in the pretty tough spot, you know what I'm saying, with the Dolphins being their division, the Bills, even though the Bills have really declined, you know what I'm saying, with talent wise from last year. I still feel like if Aaron Rodgers is fully healthy, you know what I'm saying, he can stay healthy for the same year. That's for the same year, for the full year, you know what I'm saying, they can really do some damage, you feel me? They went out and they drafted Olu Fashanu, they upgraded, you know what I'm saying, on the offensive line a little bit. They went out and signed Mike Williams to go along with Garrett Wilson and company. I feel like they're gonna be in a pretty decent spot. Do I think that they're a playoff contender just yet? I mean, it's gonna be tough, but their defense is still really good. So I think with Aaron Rodgers coming back, being fully healthy, and their defense being so good, I'm gonna put them at playoff contender. I'm gonna put them at playoff contender. I think they can make the playoffs. Patriots went out and drafted Drake May first round. We already know about that. They drafted Jalen Polk, Javon Baker. They signed KJ Osborne. And I don't know why they drafted Joe Milton too. So it's gonna be very very interesting to see what the hell's gonna go down with quarterback position for them, because obviously I think we all know by now that Jacoby Brissett may start for them. But I still feel like they're still one of the. I wouldn't say the worst team. I would not say the worst team. They put some key, you know what I'm saying, key cornerstones. I feel like in a couple years, you could say the Patriots are gonna be, you know what I'm saying, playoff contenders. But for right now, you know what I'm saying, I feel like they're nowhere near that standard. So we're gonna put them right there. Miami Dolphins. Tua. Like I said in my ranking QBs video, bro. I feel like Tua can be elite if he just cuts down on turnovers. That's all he has to do. Cut down on the turnovers. He'll be just fine, bro. With Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle to throw to, and OBJ, if he can get back to his old self, I feel like that'll be a great wide receiver trio right there. You know what I'm saying? They went out and got some key pieces on defense. They drafted Chop Robinson and what's that other guy they drafted on day 3? Michael Murrah or some shit like that. I forgot his name. But I feel like, you know what I'm saying, the Dolphins are in a really good spot. They also drafted Jalen Wright to go along with that already fast, you know what I'm saying, Dolphins offense. They're definitely a Super Bowl contender. 100%, I believe they're a Super Bowl contender. Next up, we got the Los Angeles Chargers. They lost a lot of key pieces. Keenan Allen, Mike Williams, you know what I'm saying? They cut Mike Williams and they traded Keenan Allen. They let Austin Eckler walk in free agency. Let me see what else. They drafted Joe Alt. They drafted Lab McConkey, Brendan Rice. They signed DJ Chark. Jim Harbaugh's the new head coach. What else did they do? I feel like they did something else. They drafted Junior Colston. I'm saying Jim Harbaugh's boy from Michigan. But I feel like, oh yeah, they also signed Gus Edwards and J.K. Dobbins to replace Austin Eckler as well. Forgot about that. But hey, I feel like they're still gonna be somewhat good, just not, I'm saying, a passing offense. They're mostly gonna be running the ball 100% with Jim Harbaugh being there and them having Greg Roman as their offensive coordinator. Um, you know, Chargers, I think they're almost just almost a playoff team, but not quite there yet. So we're gonna put them right there. The Raiders, with the Antonio Pierce hire of them a head coach, they brought in Christian Wilkins, who's gonna be a deadly force with Mason Crosby, and if Tyree Wilson can step up this year, I'm saying that's gonna be a deadly front. On offense, the QB, I mean, is it gonna be Aiden Connell? Is it gonna be Gardner Minshew? We don't know yet. Devontae Adams has always been elite. They lost Josh Jacobs, so we don't know who's going to be the starting running back for them. They drafted Brock Bowers. They already got Michael Merritt, but Brock Bowers is not your traditional tight end. He can play in the slide. He can play, at your typical tight end spot, but they can mostly probably use him in the slot, because they don't have the best receivers. Jacoby Myers is pretty decent. He came on last year for them. But the Raiders, I think they're almost there. They still need some key pieces, especially in the secondary. They need some key pieces, But I feel like they're just almost there. We saw what they did last year in the later part of the season with that defense, what that defense was capable of, and then you add Christian Wilkins to that. I feel like they're going to be in a pretty good spot in a couple years. But I feel like they're almost there. They're almost a playoff team. It's just right there. But hey, Kansas City Chiefs, they're reigning defending Super Bowl champs for the second year in a row. You know what I'm saying? They drafted Xavier Worthy. They brought in Hollywood Brown. Rashee Rice, we don't know what the hell's going on with him. So, and they're looking for another receiver because they know Rice probably will get suspended for the whole year. You know what I'm saying? Now, after he allegedly assaulted the photographer. So, you know what I'm saying? The Chiefs are definitely, a Super Bowl contender. Next up, we got the Jacksonville Jaguars. They've also done a pretty good job with putting more weapons around Trevor Lawrence. They lost Calvin Ridley, no biggie. They go out and they signed Gabe Davis. They drafted Brian Thomas Jr. They already got Christian Kirk, Evan Ingram, and Travis Etienne. You know what I'm saying? Everybody thought they were going to draft a corner because that's exactly what they need. But, why not get Brian Thomas Jr. to help out with that receiving core? But Gabe Davis is probably going to be their true deep threat, and Christian Kirk is Trevor Lawrence's favorite target. But, Brian Thomas Jr. can do probably what both of them can do, just a little bit better, but they've done a pretty good job. I feel like they could go out and trade for a corner, because they truly do need another guy on the outside for them. But I feel like, they're a playoff contender. Not a Super Bowl contender just yet, but 100% a playoff contender. Next up, we got the Indianapolis Colts. I mean, this division is crazy now, bro. AR coming back from injury. They went out and they drafted A.D. Mitchell. In the second round they re-signed Michael Pittman Jr. They drafted Josh Downs last year. He's going to be a pretty good solid piece for them. And they also got Jonathan Taylor. They re-signed him as well. So I feel like their offense is going to be just fine, bro. The defense, I haven't really been paying much attention to their defense. Y'all let me know what the hell they've been going on defense, but I know their offense, seems straight right now. But with how dominant the AFC is, bro, you got the Texans, Bengals, Browns, my Ravens, and then you got the guys up here. I just think they're getting close. They're getting close to becoming a playoff team, bro. But it's just the division and how many great teams are already in the AFC. I feel like they're almost there. They're almost a playoff team, bro. They're almost. So we got the Texans up next, bro. What they've been able to do already in the first year of new head coach, D'Amico Ryans, he's done a phenomenal job. So let's backtrack a little bit to last year. You know what I'm saying? Drafting CJ Stroud, number 2 overall, then trading back up to draft Will Anderson. And what they were been able to do, bro. They were a little funky, you know what I'm saying, a little off at the start of the season, but they really started to jolt towards the end of that season and clinch a playoff spot. You know what I'm saying? They dominated the Browns in the wild card, and then we dominated them in the divisional round of the playoffs. But what they've still been able to do, trading for Stephon Diggs to add another weapon for CJ Stroud, they went out and they signed Danielle Hunter to go along with Will Anderson. You know, that young defense with Derek Stingley, Jalen Petrie. You know, they've really done a really good job with rebuilding this roster incredibly fast. And I'm gonna put them, as Super Bowl contender. I really do. I think they have a chance to really be a Super Bowl contender this year. Next up, we got the Denver Broncos. I mean, what the hell? I really don't know what the hell's going on with them. They signed Russell Wilson to a massive deal years ago and then just cut him. And now they're still paying that off. They're still not out of the woods yet with the Russell Wilson contract, bro. They still paying, what, like $30 million or something like that. But they did draft Bo Nix in the first round, possibly going to be their starting QB this year. They drafted his teammate, Troy Franklin, you know what I'm saying, to go along with him. Cortland Sutton, you know how good he is. Marvin Mims, they need to use him a lot more this year. But I've still been hearing a lot of rumors about Cortland Sutton potentially get traded and Patrick Surtain as well. So I think they're just gonna really just destruct that whole team and just rebuild from the ground up. Because they still need a lot more pieces on defense. They still need another corner. They still need some great pass rushers because they still haven't replaced Bradley Chubb and Von Miller, bro. So I really don't know what's going on with them. I really think they're the worst team in the league right now. Because I don't really see any true bright spot on their team other than Patrick Surtain on defense and then, you know what I'm saying, I guess fucking Cortland Sutton on offense and Bo Nix or whatever. I really just don't think they're going to be even close to a playoff contender in just a few years, but they're gonna take like 5 years to really, you know what I'm saying, become a playoff team. But next up, we got the Cleveland Browns. If Deshaun Watson can stay healthy, bro, I feel like they might be okay. But you know what I'm saying, Deshaun Watson hasn't really looked like himself. He's dealt with injuries ever since they traded for him, and then they paid him a fully guaranteed $200 million contract. What else? They traded for Jerry Jeudy to go along with Amari Cooper and Elijah Moore. That's a pretty good trio right there. And you got David Njoku, who's one of the best tight ends in the league. That defense, top 5, top 3, you know what I'm saying, last year. I think the Browns are definitely a playoff contender, bro. I'm saying all 4 of the teams in the AFC North can definitely make the playoffs. And by the way, I'm gonna do a separate video for the NFC side as well, so stay tuned for that. But we got the Bengals up next. Joe Burrow coming back from injury. If Burrow's healthy, they go to the playoffs. That's just how it's been because he got injured this rookie year. They didn't go to the playoffs. He came back 2021. They went to the Super Bowl. 2022 they went to the playoffs. They lost to the Chiefs in the and was it the divisional round, the AFC Championship game? It was one of them. And then last year, you know what I'm saying, Burrow went down with the injury, had to have surgery. They missed the playoffs. So whenever Burrow has been able to stay healthy, same goes for my Ravens and Lamar Jackson. Well, technically not because Huntley, you know what I'm saying, played a playoff game, but still, you know what I'm saying, I feel like they still it's something like they need to figure out what's going on with T. Higgins, bro, because he requested a trade. You know what I'm saying, something still haven't, you know what I'm saying, been done yet. If they do plan on trading him, they got to replace him right away. They got to, because they lost Tyler Boyd in the process. And free agency, he's on the Titans now. And also the defense, Trey Hendrickson requested a trade, so we don't know what the hell's going on with that either. But I still feel like the Bengals, for right now, you know what I'm saying, T. Higgins is still on the team, Jamar Chase. They kind of replaced Tyler Boyd with Jermaine Burton in a way. They lost Joe Mixon, but they got Zach Moss, who's pretty decent. He was good for the Colts last year. But I feel like they're still a playoff contender in some way. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to put them right there. Actually, should I put them in? I mean, based off of what's going on right now, I'm not gonna put them in Super Bowl contender, so I'm gonna put them right there. Next up we got the Buffalo Bills. They've lost a lot. They've lost so many key pieces to that offense. Trading Stephon Diggs to the Texans, losing Gabe Davis. You know what I'm saying? They've kind of, you know what I'm saying, tried to rebuild that spot with Curtis Samuel and Keon Coleman. They added. They got Khalil Shakir, who's very underrated. On the defensive side, they lost Jordan Poyer. They lost Tre'Davious White. White is on the Rams, I believe, now. And then Jordan Poyer went to the Ops. He went to Miami. So, you know, the Bills, I feel like if they can get another receiver for Josh Allen, I feel like they might be, you know what I'm saying, just okay. But I don't really see them being a playoff team this year, bro. I really don't. I don't, bro. I don't. They're almost. I feel like they could still use a lot more pieces on defense as well. But right now they're almost a playoff team. Next up, we got my Baltimore Ravens. We went to the AFC Championship last year. You know what I'm saying? Even though we did lose, so I still feel like we can definitely be a Super Bowl contender. And even though we lost some key pieces, like Devin Clowney, we lost OBJ, who really didn't do much. You know what I'm saying? Had over 500 yards receiving, big whoop. We pretty much replaced him already with Tez Walker. You know what I'm saying? Resigning Nelson Aguilar. Already got Mark Andrews, best tight end in the league. You know what I'm saying? Don't at me. I don't care about Travis Kelce. Isaiah Likely, you know what I'm saying? We got the best tight end tandem in the league, bro. Come on now. We went out, signed Derrick Henry to a 2-year deal to go along with Lamar Jackson, Keaton Mitchell, who's still recovering from the torn ACL. And then we got Justice Hill, who can really light it up, have that burst, same as Keaton Mitchell, but Keaton Mitchell's just a little faster than Justice Hill. What else? We did lose Ronald Darby. We lost, but we drafted Nate Wiggins. You know what I'm saying? To go along with that with Strap City, with Kyle Hamilton, Marcus Williams. We did lose Geno Stone's bitch ass. He's an op now. He went to the Bengals. We still got Ar'Darius Washington, who was really good for us playing that nickel kind of role. You know what I'm saying, before he went down with injury last year. Arthur Mallette we brought back, who was he played great for us last year, especially on these slot blitzes. He was really good. We lost Patrick Queen. He's an op now, bitch ass nigga, went to the Steelers. But we got Trent Simpson, who I feel like is gonna be way better than Patrick Queen, because Queen really didn't get better until Roquan came along. Let's keep that a buck right now. Patrick Queen knows that. He knows that. This nigga being butthurt on Twitter, tweeting back at fans, acting all salty and shit, bro. Like, bro, you know Uncle Ro was your, you know what I'm saying, the reason to your success. Let's not get this twisted, bro. But my Baltimore Ravens, hey, I feel like we're still Super Bowl contenders. You know, but that's gonna be the list right there, bro. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Turn on my post notification, get notified whenever I drop another banger video. We're on the road to 200 subs, so we get there for more banger NFL content like this. And without further ado, I'm out. Gang.